Hello there, François Fontaine for the 7th Summit Zero Waste Project. I just came back from Tanzania where I successfully climbed Mount Kilimanjaro, the first of the 7, and it was a beautiful experience. It is often described as a hike in high altitude, but I can assure you it is already a challenge both physically and mentally. But now, let's debrief on the waste part of the project. Each ascent we have 3 main goals. The first one, no personal waste left on the mountain. Everything that I brought from France, I will try to bring it back with me. The second one, investigate the waste management on all the expedition. Whereas it is on the trail, at camps, or where the waste go, I will provide detailed report on how everything is managed. And the third one, which will always be optional, is to reach the summit.
On respire bien là.
Now let's focus on the first goal, the personal waste. Mission succeed, I brought everything back with me. Even a little bit more. I picked up a lot of things on the trail, and I think it's important that you see what you can find there.
Ah, trop tard.
Let's see what we have. Let's dig. Okay, so first we need to sort everything. Alright, done. On the right, you get my personal waste. Everything that I brought from France, you got the recyclable part there and the unrecyclable part. Those are the waste that should be avoided. Those are warmers that I had for my battery, for my camera. Important, because at 5000 usually the battery don't support the cold, so you got to put this in your pockets. There's no alternative for this, sadly, so we need to keep that to a minimum at all time, even if it's essential. These are the small pleasure that I took with me, some bar for the breakfast, but to be avoided also. These, everything is recyclable. Even these are compostable, you can see they're already starting to decompose. That one is a memento. I think I'm gonna keep it. And on the other side, you get what I picked up on the trail. So there are 2 piles of waste there. The first one is what I picked up before the base camp, which is at 4,600 meters. And you can see mostly it's candy wrappers, or those are bread wrappers, or candy sticks. Mostly, sadly, those are from the porters, I think. A lot of them are eating candies like that. I picked up a lot of them. Even a small can of vanilla, I think it was. So that's what I picked up before the base camp. This part can be avoided by carefully choosing your expedition team. If your expedition team is sensible to the matter, they will ask their porters to not trash the mountain. The second pile is what I picked up after the base camp. I picked up a little bit, there was a lot more. Sadly, I didn't record it because it was too dark, but there were a lot of warmer like I had there on the path, just a few meters next to the path. I think that mostly those wastes were left by people who were too exhausted to see what they were doing. There were a lot of energy gels emptied, of course. There were also a lot of energy bars wrappers and a lot of warmers like that. This part to be avoided, it depends on the awareness of the climbers. Mostly those are climbers' waste, and they can be avoided. We just got to be more careful with what we do with our stuff. I think that's all. So those are just a few things that I picked up on the trail. I didn't pick up everything because it's not my mission. My mission is to bring by my own waste and make an assessment of the situation on the summit, not pick up the trash of other climbers. And now for the second goal, the investigation itself. I was lucky enough to have a good team expedition, and I got the help of my dear friend Arnold, which was the team expedition leader of the company THP Tanzania. He described to me everything that I need to know, the process of the waste management. He showed me every step of the waste during all the ascent, all the important places regarding the waste management, where they weigh the waste, what the cook do with the waste, and where the waste go at the end of the expedition. So I'm really grateful. Thank you, Arnold, again. And he also answered a few questions that I had for him. Let's see what he has to say.
So I'm with Arnold, the team leader, team expert, team singer.
Kuna Matata.
So I wanted to ask you about the waste management of the expedition on the Kilimanjaro.
Yes.
First, what is your vision of the waste management in general on the mountain?
Actually now they call it Kinapa, Kilimanjaro National Park. They try to managing a little bit like in each camp, they have like rangers and those cleaners. Like they managing always the waste management, like how many trash we produce each day, and each day they have to check, like really sure we have it. In each camp when we arrive, we have to show we arrive with those kilos of the waste management. Our team also we try to keeping clean each day. This because this is our future, and without it, we're gonna lose the nature. So we try the best to keep it the environment clean.
So your team is sensible to the matters.
Yes. Like some of them, when it's low season, sometimes we come in to do free, like in collect this trash also.
Okay. Have you seen other expedition have bad behavior regarding the waste management sometimes?
Yeah, some of them they do actually. Maybe they poor how to explain to the client, or they poor how to manage their teams, or how they can able to controlling the waste management. Yes.
Yeah. You told me yesterday that maybe in a few years you wanted to add a porter with the clients that picks up the trash.
Yeah. Because I'm just starting, so like maybe in a few years, I will be able to like in my team, I will just select like one porters who will be always working nearby, just only not to carry like food or luggages. We'll always like collecting the trash all the way up, all the on the camp, in order to able to clean the mountain to be more perfect.
And in terms of rules, so there are the rangers that weigh the waste at each camp. Is there any other rules? Like if you trespass them, you have a fine or something like that?
Yeah. If like because in Kilimanjaro National Park nowadays they have like one permit for the crew and client, and one permit is for the trash. Like each day we have to produce, and they write how many kilo we produce in the permit.
Okay.
So if we lost the permit in the last day, it will be fine for me.
Okay.
And which is not good.
Okay.
So we keep in that straight on it, and to make sure we don't lose it, and always we try to adjust more kilos, because when you have the permit and then you have less kilo than the one they write on the permit, it's fine too. Yeah.
It's the paper that you show me on the first day, right?
Yes.
You put everything you have in.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So it's pretty well managed on the camps. Outside the camps, it depends on the ethical point of view of the climber himself, right?
Yes.
That's where the issue is, actually.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Arnold.
You're welcome, Kilimanjaro Kuna Matata.
And Arnold is the best. You can show him.
Thank you.
Thank you.
To resume the process, each expedition, when they go through a gate leading into the Kilimanjaro National Park, is delivered a piece of paper that they have to fill each day.
Stuffs we have.
Okay, everything you bring up, you count it, and then
yes, like how many chocolate we have, we write tens, like
how many napkins.
I have to show them so you can have the certificate. But tomorrow, before leave the camp, you can see they're gonna write how many kilo I produce of the trash.
At each camp, they weight
Each morning, when we leave a camp, the rangers of the Kilimanjaro National Park weight the waste that we produced during the last day. All of these waste are then put in a depot near the exiting gate.
Okay, so there's another part for the trash. Okay, so they put everything here.
Yeah, like a book.
Then you have a ledger.
Like how many kilo you produce.
And then
all the trash, and then
it's collected.
There's an outlet another side for the national park come to take it.
Okay. And it's emptied each month or something like that?
Yeah, each after
month
they come to take it out, yes.
Okay, and then it's taken to treatment?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Like mostly when they take it out, they separate the plastic.
Yeah.
And like our waste like this.
And recyclable things. Okay.
This is a different.
Okay.
Like here, no
compostable
plastic.
thing and plastic, okay.
There's only plastic, so they know how to work with plastic.
All right.
At the end, each expedition has to pay a fee that it is equal to the amount of waste in kilograms they produced. So there is a management, but for me, the incentive is a bit reversed. It should be the other way around. The expeditions should be rewarded for the kilos they bring back down. It would be a good way to clean the mountain more efficiently, because paying a fee for the kilo you produce can lead to some excess. For instance, a young company that still struggles to make profit can be tempted to put some waste on the side so they don't pay too much. So that's for most of the waste on the camps. There is another type of waste that we haven't mentioned yet. It's the organic waste, or poop. It is a subject for the camps, but also for the trails. On other summits, it is forbidden to go relieve yourself without one of these. It is not the case on the Kilimanjaro, and it can lead to some crappy visions. As for the camps, some expeditions have portable toilets, like the ones we had.
Here we have the toilets. Luxury.
Some of them don't. So if the camps don't have fixed toilets, you must go a few meters away behind the bushes. This is an issue for the visual pollution, but also for the sanitary aspect. So if a climber goes and pollutes one of the water sources near the camp, it impacts all the climbers, but also the population below. So in conclusion, regarding the waste management, it mostly depends on the expedition company you choose to go with. If it is very sensible to the matter, the guides and the porters will probably be very careful to not leave any trash on the mountain. So make sure to check their sensibility to the subject beforehand. Don't forget to ask if they have portable toilets on the camps also, it's very important. And if they don't forget these are your best friends. Be also very careful when you are exhausted during your summit push to not lose any of your waste. As for the personal waste, try to bring back everything that you can to your home country, so we don't saturate the local treatment process. And if possible, try to buy recyclable product. It is always better, and there are available options. That's all for the waste part. I hope you have all the information you need to try to enjoy this experience as I did in the most responsible way. If there is an interest, I can do another video on the third part, which is the climb itself. In the meantime, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on my Instagram page, 7 Summit 0 Rest. I will provide other videos regarding these climbs. Stay in touch.